Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Alternative Idol podcast. I'm Terry from the Alternative Idol Facebook group, and I'm joined as ever by my colleagues, Gary from Idol is Shit.
Hey guys, happy to be back after that little 2-week break we had there.
And John from Straight from Japan.
Yep, here I am, and straight from California as well.
So John isn't
From
actually
his
with
massive mansion.
us. So I'm not going to ask what you had to do to get the big mention, but it's very nice and echoey. So if you wonder why John sounds a bit weird, it's because he's currently in a castle or a palace or
Yeah, that sounds fine.
a general American home, I suppose would be the word. But yeah, we're back with another Alternative Idol podcast this week. Hello to everyone joining us, and hello to anyone new who's joining us this week. Essentially what we do on the podcast is we talk about this week and last week's probably news from the world of Alternative Idol, as well as releases and music videos. Anything you guys want to say before we get started this week, or can we crack on?
Well, maybe tease them a little and give them some stuff we might be talking about.
Well,
You know?
so coming up we've got stuff from the likes of Senkimi, a bit from Gang Parade, just skipping through. Maybe a few one-off groups from TIFF like Natasha and
Yeah, maybe some TIFF talk.
yeah, maybe a bit of TIFF talk. We'll see anyway. But yeah, stay tuned. We've got plenty ready to go for you. And I haven't changed the slide, which I will do now. Which is welcome to the show. Welcome. So you guys want to say anything before we get going?
I think we should just get right into it. There's quite a lot of stuff to get into here, right?
Leading off on a bad note, or a bad foot, or a bad stomach, depending on how you want to say it. Yeah, I thought we'd start off with this anyway. So first up, we've got BiSH, and I don't know if any of you guys had seen on Twitter, but it seems that Perry Ubu, as you might know her from BiSH, is going to be actually out of action for 2 weeks due to what we assume from the disease name that they put down on the translation is basically a bowel inflammation. So she's got something wrong with her stomach, which is probably bad enough because she's going to be in hospital for 2 weeks, as far as we can see on Twitter. So get well soon, Perry, on that one. But the main interesting thing about this is that the fact that she's in hospital, BiSH have decided to actually cancel the upcoming one man, and now they're having Gang Parade and BiSH instead performing on the date, I believe, which is pretty crazy, right? They've also cancelled all of the release events for the upcoming single, which was I Can't Say No. So they can say no apparently because they're not doing it at all. And it seems that they won't be back until their next one man now, which is meant to be on the 6th of October. So yeah, how do you guys feel about the fact that they're not doing anything at all if they don't have Perry? Strange, or
It's definitely interesting.
Momo on Twitter said that
Yeah,
it's
I was
not...
about to say.
Sorry, so I've ruined your thunder. But yeah, Momo on Twitter said that it's not BiSH, or it's not BiSH if it doesn't have Perry, which is a bold statement.
Controversial statement.
Like
That is an odd statement because we've seen them do plenty of shows missing a member.
yeah, missing specific members. No Ubu, no BiSH. I suppose so. Like if it had been Paul Louis, who was in hospital or something, maybe I'd understand her being like the leader. Maybe out of respect they'd be like, let's not perform without Louis. But yeah, Perry, I don't know. I mean, there is 7 of them. I'm sure they could perform with 6.
I just want to kind of bring up that their next one man is the 6th of October. I'm not sure if they'll be doing other stuff or not, but
Before that, or
yeah, before that, I'm not really sure.
so it could literally. I mean, what's 2 weeks from now is still in
End of August.
end of August. So we could see them potentially do nothing for a while on BiSH. So
It doesn't really make sense though, right?
yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening.
Like
there.
if she's better in a couple of weeks, they'll probably do something.
I mean, it could be that she's just going to be in hospital for 2 weeks. It doesn't mean that
Yeah,
her condition has improved in 2 weeks. It could just mean that it's stabilised, or that she's not in any danger in 2 weeks.
I think I read somewhere that it's contagious.
Someone said, yeah, apparently it's an infectious... I don't know how you get an infectious bowel disease, but I don't know if it's like bacterial or something. So You know, if she's been around the other girls, which I'm assuming they are around each other 24/7, someone else could have potentially picked something up. So maybe, you know, they're just playing it safe and making sure, you know, that the whole lot don't go down with something. Because obviously Fetus-chan's very young, and you see she hasn't had all of her immunizations yet, so could be quite dangerous for her. So I'm guessing they're, you know, playing it safe.
Oh man,
that joke is getting pretty dead.
Oh, I apologize.
But yeah, so that's some pretty terrible news to kick the show off.
But I suppose we could.
This is all just terrible news to kick the show off.
But I mean, what we could say is that, you know what I mean, like, it's nice that, you know, they're being all very supportive of her. They've all put out tweets, you know, saying like get more soon. Obviously, a lot of the people who are waiting for the BiSH one man were quite disappointed. But obviously now they're getting to see Gang Parade and BiSH instead. So you can still go to the same gig with the ticket that you bought for the BiSH one man, and instead you get a Gang Parade and BiSH lineup. I mean, if there was anything that was going to fill the void, I don't think that's a bad. What would the word be? What kind of prize is that?
Compensation.
Yeah. It's just, or a consolation prize.
Consolation prize.
Yeah, that's not a bad consolation prize. Pretty much, but yeah, get well soon, Perry. Hopefully she comes back full force, because you know, she's been doing well, and I think BiSH have been doing well recently. So let's hope that this doesn't, you know, stop the momentum that they've been you know, gathering recently, and let's hope that they're back full force once she's okay again. Pretty much. But from something that kind of came out of the blue to something that we've probably seen coming for a while, do you want to take us away on this one, Mr. John?
Oh yeah. Well, Devil Gun and Panic Magic are dead officially.
So that was the last of Amfort's groups.
Yep. Well, supposedly.
Kind of.
Yeah. Panic Magic and Devil Gun had their final show the 28th of last month. It was a double bill. It was called Last Party, I think. And all the members weren't even present at this. So,
ouch.
All the Devil Gun members were present. Botan, Kai, Rami, and two of the Panic Magic members were present.
Okay.
Urina and Rami, who has been doing double duty, and surprisingly, one of the Ice Cream Suicide Girls was filling in Panic Magic.
Oh, right.
It was Tenshi Meru was the one filling in.
Damn.
If anybody knows anything about these groups, I mean, they've never put anything out or promote themselves, so
yeah, it's pretty hard, right?
You really have to pay attention to know anything.
People might have heard of the Tenshi Meru girl just because she was in ICS, and you know, they had a bit of publicity for a while until everyone realized how disappointing they were. But you know, maybe they see her.
Yeah, well, and they did put that CD out.
Oh, they did put the CD out, yeah, that you can buy for like 100 yen on Yahoo auctions if you want to buy it.
Yeah, but they had their final live. Everything is done.
So I mean, I believe there was something.
Final live was actually
that you.
It was kind of a sad affair, wasn't it?
So I've seen the picture
picture
that you posted, yeah, and it looked like there was about 20-something people.
Yeah, it was not a good send off. Well, maybe it was. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, we've never seen either group perform live, even though Devil Gun did that thing with that UK hardcore band or metalcore band or one of the bands, some band, Fathoms or whatever the name was a while ago. I remember that, and we didn't see any footage or pictures from that either. So nothing from them. Like I feel kind of bad, but like I kind of just want to say why would anyone care? Because yeah,
there was nothing ever. So
yeah, it was kind of a disappointing start and a disappointing finish. So Anfort, good riddance to Anfort. I wish all the best to the girls, and I hope that they end up in something that actually goes somewhere, or you know, they could go and do other things. So we'll have to see what happens from there. You know, maybe you know, they could end up on the cyber bus or somewhere else. People always looking for people to pick up. We might have a gap in a certain group that might need to be filled, but we'll be talking about that later on. So we'll have to find out.
They can always jump to other groups. I mean, idols do it all the time.
They do. So from some bad news that we knew that was coming to something that's literally just come out of the blue. Did you get it? Out of the blue?
Yeah,
Ooh,
we got it.
Dead.
Oh, come on, that segue was perfect.
So yeah, we're going 3 for 3 on the bad news to open up the show. Don't worry, guys. Don't turn it off yet. It does get better.
Things can only get better.
So yeah, Zenbu Kimi no Seda put out a couple of tweets, like 12 hours ago, maybe? A little bit more than that.
Yeah,
So
something like that.
really, really hot off the press stuff here. Basically, Mane, or the blue one, if you will, she's leaving. The reason being that she's been suffering from a health problem related to her throat, I believe, for the past month or so. And basically, from the sound of things, it's not really getting any better. And I'm not sure if during this time they've been recording the album with her, which now has a name, by the way. It's Egoistic Eat Issues. I'm not sure if they've been recording while she's been out sick or not, but apparently she's been struggling even just to record her vocals for the album. So, yeah, it's kind of sad, really, unless you're Terry, who's a hater, and he's probably really happy. She did say that she'll appear at the first date of the upcoming tour that hasn't had any kind of formal announcement yet, so we don't really know when that's going to be. Basically, it's just going to be a kind of farewell type thing and like a thank you to all of her fans. So, best of luck to her. I mean, I hope her health improves now that she's not, like, I guess, straining her voice, or who knows.
I mean, we heard her voice obviously on Sophomore Six Sacrifice and blah 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 and so on and so forth. And her voice has always been, well, it sounded alright on most of the other ones, but then when it came to her solo, when it came around for the solo from the album, it was definitely quite an edited affair. Now, I don't know if that's because her voice lends itself to editing, and she sounds good like that, almost Vocaloid-ish, or whether or not that was just the fact that she needed so much studio, effort to sort her out because her voice was that messed up. Or maybe it's just taking too much out of her, to record the vocals, who knows?
Well, she did that interview a while back. I can't actually remember where it was for. Oh,
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Wasn't it? It was
It
either.
was the Idol and Reed?
Wasn't it? It was either not Natalie Tokyo Girls update. Was it?
I don't know, but she did anyway. It's not important. She did an interview a while ago where she said that idol activities are a lot more difficult than what she thought they would be, and that she was struggling quite a bit to kind of keep up with the other girls in the group. So it does kind of sound like she's been struggling for a while, and I guess this health kind of setback is kind of just the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess, and she's like, maybe this isn't for me after all.
Well, all we need to do now is Gomochi needs to make a triumphant return.
Oh, jeez.
And
Here he goes.
The prophecy will be complete, and Zenkimi will be perfect. Togaren, Gomochi, Yotsu, Megumi, Mashiro. That will be the strong thing. She can be a pole dancer now. Oh god. Well, she doesn't need her voice for that, so I suppose it's an option.
But yeah, like I kind of glossed over there, the other bit of Zenkimi news is that their album has a title.
Finally.
Egoistic Eat Issues. It kind of sounds like, I don't know.
So they're carrying on with the whole alliteration thing that they've had going with the Sophomore Six Sacrifice, and then...
Except they haven't.
I don't know. Or Wagamama Shinsei Hominino.
No, because it's like EEI. That's not...
Yeah, but issues, that's how they'd say it, isn't it? I in there, I in thingy sounds like an E sound.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, fine. We'll go with a technicality.
It's pretty much a technicality. Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah.
So yeah, we've started off on the worst possible foot here. Let's move on to some happier news with some release news.
Yeah, good luck. Mr. John, are you with us?
What do you mean good luck?
I was just checking to make
Good
sure.
luck.
I was checking to make sure that he's here with us.
I'm here.
He's got a big house. He might have got lost.
Anyway, Necronomicon, we all knew they had a new release coming out, yeah?
Oh yeah.
We got details on this bad boy. Dawn Slayer, of course, we all knew the name, and I'm sure that we've all heard at least one of the tracks, yeah?
Yeah, by now.
We've all heard Dawn Slayer. Maybe some of us have heard the second track that they've performed live.
The one that was part of one of the Facebook videos that was a bit obscure, but some people have seen it.
Yeah. Anyway, the release is coming out August 30th, called Dawn Slayer. Two versions, the Dawn version and the Slayer version. I'm not sure which is which. I believe the white cover one is the Dawn version. But beside the point on that, the fourth track on either release is different. So if you want a full catalog, you're going to have to buy both, of course.
Getting rinsed.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I mean, how much do you think this is going to be?
1,500. Yeah. About
1,500?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
1,200 probably.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the Dawn version has Dawn Slayer's the opening track. Next track is called Starry Wisdom.
That's a completely new one.
Yep, that's a completely new one. The third track is called Earl Ye.
Earl, yeah.
Yeah.
Earl Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Cthulhu.
It's if you're into Lovecraft, you'll know what that is. If you're not, get into Lovecraft. That's all I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth track is called Celiphae, and that's another Lovecraft track. It's named after a story. And then the second version, the Slayer version, has the same first three tracks, and then the fourth track is called Abhoth, which is another Lovecraft song, because Ricky loves his Lovecraft.
He does.
But no pre-orders yet, as far as I've been able to find. I mean, I didn't look at Tower or anything.
I haven't seen any.
I couldn't find anything even now. So originally I was trying to scout it out to try and see if I could find a track listing, but it's been given to us, so that's much better.
No, the only time information leaks ahead of time is when they're doing a tour of Europe.
So in other words, once foreign people are already involved, then stuff leaks. That's basically what happens.
Yeah, but some people had some things to say about the cover, I do believe.
Yeah, Terry.
Did they?
Yes, it's alright. It's alright. I would have preferred it if it was a Shintaro Cargo picture or one of those shots from the thing they did in France. But this is alright.
It looks like something a Dojin circle would put out like Comic Hat or something.
It does, yeah.
Speaking of which, check this segue. Risaki is featuring on a single that. So what's the guy's name again?
Is this guy, isn't he one of the guys that was working with them for Dawnslayer?
I believe so. I think he might be. He's a producer.
Something Mizaki or something like his name is.
Shuhei, I believe.
Shuhei?
Yeah. One second. I'm woefully underprepared for the segue.
You segued yourself into your own demise.
So
as it stands, I have no idea whether or not it's Digipack or not.
Can neither confirm.
Can neither confirm nor deny. But yeah, I don't think it really holds up to the former glory of their packaging. But then again, as long as the music's good, I can handle plastic cases and
there we go. Malik Leah, right? That's how you say that.
That's the
I
one.
think. So it's as far as I can tell, it's just this one guy. He does kind of European style metal,
symphonic
metal. Various genres, and he has Risaki featuring on an upcoming single called Wraith.
And that song is a banger.
Yeah, it's really good.
It sounds good.
Comes out, I believe, at Comic-Con.
Kind of would have liked to have just heard Necro on that in general, and that'd be one of the songs on Dawnslayer.
It did sound pretty good.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah, so I think it comes out at Comiket, which is in a couple of weeks' time. And I think they might also be selling it at Necro shows.
Oh, that would be cool.
So, yeah. It's pretty sick.
I wonder if there'll be an MV for that, like a solo of
Probably
Akaki. That would be
not.
pretty cool.
I don't know if it's that high of a budget kind of...
The song sounds pretty high budget though. Like
yeah,
the production quality is like sick. Like the song has a lot of depth. There's a lot of like strings and piano and stuff going underneath. Like if anything, it sounds kind of how I kind of imagined Necro would kind of go if they, were less lo-fi in places. Which is when I heard it. I originally heard it and I was like, oh no, is this one of the songs of Dawn Slayer? And then someone's like, no, this is a separate thing.
Chat is saying that it might be a Comiket exclusive, but the guy that made the song has a Bandcamp, so don't lose all hope, I guess.
If they don't sell out, then they could end up on his Bandcamp.
Or he'll just put it out for digital download.
Oh, that'd be cool. Maybe, definitely, yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully the other songs we haven't heard on Dawn Slayer are as good as this one with Risaki.
I'm not gonna lie, Dawn Slayer is pretty good live. Choreography wise, that song looks like it's gonna tire them out because I don't know if Jake remembers, but during Dawn Slayer they were like flying across the stage, jumping past each other and that sort of stuff. So that song looks like it takes its toll on you. Maybe don't perform that. Maybe try and get that out of the way first. Not leave that one to the end of the set because otherwise you might not have enough energy for it. That was pretty good. But speaking of things that might only be, at Comiket, we have something that might only be at TIFF. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to say about Necro? I don't.
No, I'm just excited for a new release.
Yeah, I just
music video, please.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That should be soon, right? I mean, it's coming out in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so probably next week. We'll probably see it next week. Or later.
4 weeks.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
You think they filmed it in France with that guy?
Nah, because otherwise that would have been the album artwork. Like,
Would it?
Yeah, I would have thought they would have used it. The title track normally, and maybe you would think.
Oh right, like how Ithaqua was the cover art for Deathless. That's right.
Yeah, that's what you would have thought. But meh, we don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, can I remember what segue I just used? From something that's only available at Comiket,
Terry,
TIFF.
Terry,
What?
do you know who I have to see?
Who'd you have to see?
I have to see Gang Parade.
Gang Parade?
Yeah,
Gang Parade.
I'm next, bro.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. When they play in November on the 20th at Liquid Room.
That's sick. I got a slide for it. I just missed out, so you have to skip. Go for it.
Oh, jeez. So yeah, Gang Parade. They had a tour final on July 30th, and they announced a couple of things. The first announcement was that they're putting out an album on the 21st of November. It's called... Oh, jeez. Every time I look at this title, I don't even know. It's called Gang Parade Take Themselves Higher.
Take Themselves Higher. I don't know.
So this is the first time that all 7 members of Gang Parade... Wait till I get this right.
Feature on an album?
Feature on an album, right, okay. However, we don't know if it's Aya or Saki.
Oh, I think it's Aya.
I think it's Aya.
Well, from the speech that Aya gave, it certainly sounded like she wanted to stay.
But then if that's what she wants, that's probably what she won't get, knowing Watanabe, let's be honest.
Yeah. Watanabe's just going to troll the shit out of them, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
It did sound like she really wanted to stay.
I hope she stays, in all honesty. I think Gang Parade have been making some real traction recently with Aya in the group. The single that just come out is really good. I think Gang Parade stuff kind of suits Aya's voice quite well, and I think they've been doing really well. And I think this is a good place for, and as people in the chat are saying clearly now, that they think they want Saki in BiSH, and I kind of agree as well.
That's kind of crazy, right? Considering how there was a few people that were saying that when Saki left Gang Parade, that like that was it.
That was
yeah.
it. Gang Parade were now irrelevant and would fade into nothingness. And since she's
Well,
left, Gang Parade have done nothing but go from strength to strength.
Isn't that always what people say though when people leave and other people come in? Oh, it's the end. It's the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like to,
They say
doom and gloom.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad to see that both groups are doing really well recently.
Well, BiSH are kind of doing well, apart from the whole like
someone's
no
Gang Parade.
shows.
Gang Parade is hitting on all cylinders, man.
I've managed to convert so many people into Gang Parade fans.
Has anybody watched this tour final live? I mean,
it's because the amount of
awesome.
Gang Parade. It's because they've been coming out with stuff. You know what I mean? There's been more live footage. You've got people on YouTube like that go to every Gang Parade live, and yeah, man. Like once you've seen a few of their live things on YouTube and listen to some of the newer stuff, and then start getting into the older stuff, you can start to appreciate them a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, so they also announced that they're doing a one-man on November 20th at Liquid Room in Ebisu. I'm going to try to go to that if there's any tickets left after the fan club got their first come, first serve kind of deal.
We didn't mention that, did we?
I mean, it doesn't apply to, like, anyone, really, right?
But, I mean, we could mention it anyway.
Yeah, okay, so, as a lot of people probably know, BiSH have a fan club.
The Smells Like Teen Spirits or whatever it is.
Yeah. Basically, it's typical fan clubby type stuff. You get access to tickets early. There's I think there's exclusive videos and stuff like that. You get like a newsletter and a membership card. Like fan club stuff.
Yeah.
And now they're doing one for all the other WAC groups. So they're doing like as a collective, so it's not going to be like you're going to have a Gang Parade fan club, like a BiSH fan club. It's all kind of into one. Yeah, so I think it's like 2,000 yen to sign up, and then your yearly fee is 6,000 yen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a season pass, pretty much. Yeah, Chad knows what's up. And it's a similar thing to the BiSH one, because I guess they saw how much money that was bringing in, and they were like, we should do that for the other groups too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, I'm pretty sure this show already went on sale at the fan club. I'm just hoping that like there isn't 1,200 people that all wanted tickets. So we'll see.
Is that how big Ibisu is?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I saw Uyasumi hologram there, and they almost filled it. So
it's not bad.
Pretty decent.
And that's on when? The 20th of November?
The 20th of November.
Okay.
So, I don't know. If anyone's in Japan, I might see you there.
I'll already be home by then, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would be joining you on that one, definitely. Hopefully, I'll be able to see them before that. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
But yeah, man, all the new releases just keep coming, huh?
Yes, I mean, you've got... Who else have you got that's just brought out? And someone's just brought something out. It was...
Yeah, man, I'm trying to give you a setup for your next segment, bro. Take it, come on.
I'm taking it. I couldn't think of anything. But you've got You'll Melt More.
Yeah.
So, I think it was at the end of their... Did they announce it at the end of the Akasaka Blitz thing? Was it announced at the end of that? Or did they announce it?
Yeah, at the end of the mini tour that they did for
So on the,
disco psychedelic.
So on the tour finale of that, You'll Melt More basically came out and said they're going to be, they said they're going to be doing a lot, really, to be honest with you. They're going to be releasing a new single on October 4th, so that's not that far away. And then they're going to be releasing a full album to, go on top of that on November 29th, with a tour to follow. So the tour starts on November 29th. But then I think before that, they've already then got a big one-man coming up. Was it a one-man?
It's like the tour, from how I understand it, it's a bit messy, okay? So they have a tour. They have a 5th anniversary tour,
Okay.
right? Which is that starts at like the end of October,
Okay.
and then they bundle the album tour into the back end of that tour.
And then go for an album tour after that.
No, like they kind of combine it together.
So wait.
They're kind of crushing the end of one into the front of the
because
other.
this seems pretty crazy, right? So they're gonna obviously have a new single out on October 4th. They're obviously gonna play a few dates for that, I assume.
A
right?
few, yeah,
few.
probably a very few.
A very few amount of that, and that's gonna lead then into their anniversary tour thing, which I believe, I'm trying to go to one of the dates of that, trying to go. Like Gary always says, until I have the ticket, won't confirm it, but I'm trying to go.
It's always
to a
trying until you have
that ticket in my hand.
That's my way of looking.
Trying
at it.
to go to the date on the 5th of November at Harajuku Hall. I'm sure it's Harajuku Hall.
Harajuku Astro Hall.
Astro Hall, that's the one. And that's going to be part of the anniversary tour, right?
Yep.
Yep. And then that leads into this full album on the 29th. And then
Yep.
a tour for that, I assume.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, they've kind of like mashed 2 tours together.
You would assume that there would be a tour after the album comes out, though, right?
They do have a big tour final on like the 6th of January kind of time. I'm not 100% sure on that date. I just know it's like the first kind of week.
So it could be
January.
like a month tour for the album, and then like a big one man in January, maybe like a tour finale.
Yeah, I think that is what they've got. All the dates are out.
Right.
They've announced all the dates, but yeah, it's in typical You'll Melt More fashion. Everything's a bit chaotic and
Yeah.
not that easy to understand.
But gonna be amazing to go to, so that's gonna be fun.
Indeed.
I shall be trying to get my ticket for that, and that shall maybe be the first thing that I actually have confirmed. Fingers crossed that I can actually go and see that it's big at least. Come on, where's the rest of
And
the
then
stuff?
someone else will announce a show on the same day, and you'll hate your life.
Hate my life, but then I'll just have to decide, between You'll Melt More and whoever else it is. It's gonna have to be someone good to make me go, okay, I won't go see You'll Melt More though. It's got to be anyone from Kodomo, a one man, or anyone from WAC. Really, that's the only thing that
What
could
about?
tear me away.
What if it was everyone's favorite idol group and mine, Gokigen?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
See how I like crowbarred that in there.
You did well.
Now, in chat, feel free to tell Terry that I'm right and he's wrong on this. I think we talked about this before,
Did we?
but he insists that we haven't. So
Have we not?
Gokigen announced that they're releasing an album in October, and this feels like something I've brought up before. But
This
hey,
could
we'll
be
see.
deja vu. I apologize if it is.
There isn't an actual date yet. It's just coming out in October. Who knows when? They also said don't contact any stores yet to ask about it. So who knows how they're distributing it.
This does sound quite deja vu now you mention it, but I don't know. But anyway, what we could
all
do
we
is-
do know is that it's called Indie's Best. So I'm assuming it's just going to be like all of the songs that they've kind of been performing live up till this point, right?
Yeah.
Because they've had like one single, I think.
So important notice, and then you've got the Late Night Ramen song, and then you've got the I Want to Eat Meat with Someone Else's Money. They're the only 3 songs I know.
Are they
I Need You. That's another.
Are they
song.
going to like roll in songs from before the name change?
No, I doubt it. Because it's indies, isn't it? I doubt they can use their major label stuff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
So far they got 4 or 5 songs that I know of. So maybe they're recording new stuff. I mean, they had a thing a while ago of them all in the studio, didn't they? So
Yeah, Chat knows what's up. Don't contact any stores. They can't afford to get it out in stores. They'll be burning the discs themselves on their PC.
pretty much, right?
Hey man, that gives me even more of a reason to go see them live.
Yeah,
it's the only way I can get the album.
Ichiho's going to be handing over just like a signed blank CD. I'm down with that. That's fine.
Hey man, I've done that before at shows.
That's fine with me, man.
I've bought blank CDRs. Well, not blank.
Just hoping that there's something on it.
Pretty much. Actually, I've actually bought a CDR and watched the person burn it in front of me.
Okay, that's pretty indie. Cause you could just imagine them doing like a whole batch, and then it's just like, oh, actually, those ones didn't even burn. They're just blank CDs.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I assume you're both also looking forward to that.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting and seeing Gokigen as well. Of course, that'd be quite cool. You know, maybe if I win this MV competition, maybe I'll have something to talk to them about. But I've got some stiff competition from Viz and some other people on YouTube at the moment, so my chances of winning are getting lower and lower as I can see it. But we'll find out on what, the 15th it was? So 10 days?
Yes, the 15th of August is when it closes, so sometime after that, I guess.
Yeah, I might have to do a quick remake and freshen it up a bit and resend it to them. We'll see.
Oh, chat. Jake in chat says he likes the green-haired member. Well, have I got news for you? Her name is Tsuzura Nagi, and yesterday/today was her birthday.
Indeed, yeah.
They had like a big birthday show for her, which there's pictures plastered all over Twitter now. Pretty cool looking birthday t-shirt they did.
Yeah, like all green, like obviously that was her colour.
Of course, naturally.
Got the old,
has to be,
the old green, you know, King Blades were out in force.
I saw at least one person with dyed green hair, so you know,
Oh,
dedication.
Yeah. Dedication. Yeah. And for anyone who didn't know, Surezure, or Nagi, or Pot Plant as I call her, she was formerly from Let's Poco Poco.
Yep, that is correct.
So if you want to see her before the green hair, in her older idol state, then go check out some of the Let's Poco Poco stuff, old stuff, and you'll see.
I mean, yeah, like really early.
Yeah.
I don't even. There
is one. There's one or two MVs on there where she's in it.
Maybe the first MV.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how. I don't think she was there that long, but hey.
There is no before the green hair. That's true.
You know, I like her with the green with the yellow over it.
Well, I don't know if you guys see it, but because they're performing on like a large stage or something, they recently went and did this thing where they went to this waterfall. Gary was showing me it. I think it was. And
they went to a waterfall to kind of like, I think they were like praying for their upcoming
success.
One Man in September, the success of that. And Gokigen things happened.
Yeah, it was funny, but there was tears. There was people slipping.
Someone got stuck
and cried.
Was it Nagi that got stuck?
It was Onigirin.
Onigirin.
Onigirin cried and then went back and then got stuck and then cried again. While
guys, like, if you guys aren't subscribed to their YouTube channel, you should subscribe.
Because the antics they get up to are crazy.
A lot of the videos are kind of like, you know, but there's some gold there. There's some real gold there.
It's just funny to see them all. Obviously, they're all in bikinis, but they have like white t-shirts on or whatever over the top, so you can't see anything. So keep your minds at bay. But it's just so funny to see them like get wet, and then once they get drenched from this waterfall, obviously their hair goes all funny, and they just stand out so much with like the bright blue, green, pink, like hair, like compared to the background, and everyone else there's got like black hair and is wearing like white stuff, and they just look like, you know, like when you see like an anime and all the main characters have like crazy coloured hair and all the background characters just have like black and brown hair. That's pretty much what they look like. But yeah, it's pretty good and funny to watch.
So yeah, happy birthday to Nagi, and let's get some more information on this album, please,
so we know what's going on.
Yeah, don't tease me. Sure.
Also, yeah. So also some more dates, please, Gokigen. But I guess they're so, I don't know, small. Maybe they only really advertise one big date.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, everything else is just going to be, you know, a couple weeks before maybe we've got.
They're not some kind of idol super group after all.
Oh, you mean like?
No, they're not.
You mean like Natasha, right?
I think he means just like Natasha.
Speaking of Natasha, John.
Speaking of, well, as you all know, this is TIFF happening. TIFF is happening now.
Right now.
Tokyo Idol Festival. Right now.
Now.
Not right now, actually, because it's like 7 in the morning.
So it's not even started yet, but it's going live soon, probably.
Yeah, but yesterday Natasha did a performance like they did last year.
And who are Natasha?
Oh, you want me to name them all, do you? Well, there's
Why
their
not?
picture. Who we got? We got Akane from
Predia.
Pradia. I always want to say Paspo, and that's wrong. Pradia. We've got
Prida.
Chi-Chi from
From
BiSH,
BiSH, yeah.
of course. We've got... See, I'm not... This isn't in the docket, man. I don't have names.
I thought you'd know.
Why would I know? They're a supergroup. I don't know.
Yep.
Akane...
Chi-Chi, Mina from
Mina.
OSS,
Mina from, yes, OSS, and...
Yuri.
Yeah,
They just
from
say-
Cheeky Parade,
Yep,
right?
exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And not Renee.
Yep, there's no Rini Yoshi.
not-
Renee to Hollywood for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she-
she's not throwing any raps in on this one.
yeah,
so,
she's currently recording a new track with Kendrick Lamar. She hasn't got time for this, unfortunately.
yeah. But they dropped 2 new songs at the performance.
Yep.
You can watch it. It's if you go to the Alternative Idol group in Facebook, there's links to the performance already.
Yeah,
so
boy, it's in there.
you can go watch it. Super group.
I see most people's opinion of the performance is roughly similar to ours by the look of chat.
Quite raw, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Stripped down.
they're a vocal power group or vocal something group they call themselves.
Yeah. But what the songs were, they did Volcano first and Moonlight second?
Yep.
Indeed.
Okay.
No. Sorry. They did Moonlight second and Volcano first.
That's what he said.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
that's
what I
what he said.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
Oh, you heard the quotation marks around supergroup? They didn't sound supergroup live on stage without
Well, I mean, they-
overpowering backtrack.
They
like
they can
last-
they can
yeah.
sing perfectly well, and they probably sing better than the majority.
I mean,
It's just
would you guys be able to sing like perfectly in like what 80 to
Oh,
I'm
hell
trying to
no.
convert for like just
Oh, it's probably like
Americans.
90.
Yeah, like mid-90s weather.
oh hell
Probably
no,
not.
hell no.
But yeah,
I mean,
don't know.
they are technically a super group because, you know, all of the members are coupled together from
Yeah,
other groups.
it's like I was gonna say it's a one-off thing, but this is their second time back now, so I can't really say that.
It's all AVEX groups, huh?
And as you can tell from the I in Moonlight, they're both actually written by who, John?
Matsukuma Kenta.
Boom. Exactly. That's
Like how Terry handed that off because he can't see the guy's last
'Cause
Are
I-
you kidding me? I nailed it.
Yep. No. I wanted to let John nail it because before he was like, oh, I can't bother. Always I won't say it. So I was like, I'll let John do it. It's fine.
Oh, but what I want from all of this is this whole pile of stuff going on right there.
I thought you might say that.
Send me that merch.
Why did I put the picture of the merch up? That was just such a bad idea. I'm such an enabler. But yeah, the t-shirts look pretty cool. You got a nice white one for the summer. You know, if you want to rebound the heat, or if you want to soak it all up and sweat, then get the black one.
Well, you know, I got to continue. I got last year's stuff, so.
Don't you have a Natasha towel already?
No, I have the shirt and the CD. I don't think they did towels last year.
Did they not?
Did they do towels last year?
Maybe. I'm sure someone I know got a towel. I might be wrong. though. I'm normally wrong. Let's
I
be
don't
honest.
even have the first CD.
I don't have it either. I keep seeing it up on auction, but I'm like, nah, don't really want to pay that.
Oh yeah, I snapped it up for like 2,000 for the shirt and the CD. It was super
Oh,
cheap. when I
okay,
got it.
that's a pretty good deal.
Man, like
I think I kind of snaked in there and nobody noticed it was there, and I just scooped it up real quick.
you kick the guy selling it in the nuts while you're at it. Jeez.
Twice actually.
So, how you guys
But
feeling
yeah, I'm-
about Natasha this year?
They're
Well,
they're pretty fire.
Oh, good. Viz said, I'm sure
The musical tracks are good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
They're very Matsukuma Kenta, let's be honest. Like, especially the Moonlight one. But it might just be that small eye that's throwing me off. It's just the placebo effect. It just makes me feel like it's a BiSH song immediately, even though it's not. Viz said, I'm sure the CD quality version of Volcano sounds awesome though. Yeah. I think as a case with them, like all 4 of the girls, apart from Chichi, I would actually say, have all a tendency to oversing, if that makes sense. Like instead of just singing the song, they kind of
They push it out.
Yeah, they're belters, and belting sometimes doesn't always work to the song's advantage. But yeah, they're good performers. I give them that. Just vocally, without the backing track on that one, it was a bit rough at the beginning, but it got a lot better. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Admittedly, it did get better.
But
Yeah, I'm sure it'll sound amazing on the CD. That's kind of also why when someone's like, "Oh, check out this new song that so and so performed live," I'm like, I'll wait, because I hate listening to live stuff.
I did that with Necro, didn't I, for Dawn Slayer? And at first I was a bit like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that."
Yeah,
And then I
see?
see it live, and I was just like, "Yeah, actually, I kind of dig this." There was a lot more stuff that I heard, and the performance with it. So I was like, "Yeah, I can get down with that." But we'll see.
Yeah, but as people are like, "Oh, listen to such and such."
Yeah, when people
Like-
say that first impressions matter, sometimes it can make or break a group for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I try and wait for within reason. Like if the group's tiny, then obviously it's like
That's all you can do.
waiting
Really.
for a studio version is
Good luck.
be as well waiting to win the lottery, really.
Mm.
My opinion, Volcano's pretty cool from what I can tell. Moonlight's alright. It's
We'll
kinda-
we'll wait. We'll have to wait and see what kind of emotions going on in
Kinda-
the studio version.
yeah, it sounded like your kind of typical ballady kind of sounding song.
Yeah, run of the mill
Yeah.
kind of ballad, but just with
Sang really well, but it just doesn't really do it.
Can
for
I
me.
also say that Chichi put in a good performance, bless her. A good performance. Last year I felt like she was blown out the water by them a little bit, but this year she held her own. I'll give it to her.
I think in her case, she did the other 3 kind of they went all out.
Yeah.
I guess maybe she went all out as well, but
She definitely
that's-
pushed a bit more than she normally did.
I think it was kind of like a less is more kind of thing.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
she just sounded consistent. She sounded consistent. Her voice wasn't going up and down. It was just consistent. She sung the song. Do you get what I mean? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. I was like, Chichi, thumbs up on that one, love. Good job. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, when I was watching, I was like, oh god, like Miner's over singing it again and giving it the old like. I was like, oh god, like it's fine, it's good. I just like. Sometimes it feels a bit karaoke for me. Do you get what I mean? Like when you get like bar singers and karaoke singers, and they tend to oversing.
They
Well, they're
overemphasize things.
Yeah, they
Like
overemphasize.
belting out the classics.
Yeah, it's kind of what it reminds me of. And I know they're a vocal power unit or whatever, but like power still needs. With great power comes great responsibility. If you get what I'm saying.
Well, you have to control the power. You just can't unleash it. willy-nilly.
Yeah. Well, that's what the studio version's for, I suppose. But anyway, I'm not going to rag on Natasha. They're awesome. Go and check them
I guess
out.
you could say that that live performance was kind of spotty.
Oh.
Come on.
That's pretty good.
That's a
pretty
decent
good,
one.
yeah.
Come on.
Well, you thought up that one on the spot, so I'll give you that one.
Everything's on the spot
Dot.
or on the dot.
Yeah. So on to oh, it's me. Sweet. So I'm doing.
You
that.
love it, chat. Come on, you love it. You know
love it.
you love it.
You come and hear our bad European puns. Come on, that's what you're here for. So anyway, so I'm sure most of you know right now, and if Homicidals is still here, then he definitely knows that Dots have I was going to say an EP, but it's not. It's actually a single coming out called Tokyo. And it seems that they've been working with a noise artist called Hakubune. So let's just throw it out there, right? Tokyo is the single is one song. It's one song. So there's one song, there's one track.
Technically.
There's one track, and the track is 72 minutes long. Right? So it's 72 minutes long, but the track entitled Tokyo is composed of 7 parts, right? So you have, I'm just going to throw out there, these are the names I've been given. So it's Tokyo 1, Tokyo 2, Tokyo 3, and Tokyo 4. And all these parts are basically the parts that are composed by Hakubune and dots together. So basically, it is basically Hakubune basically playing with noise and also live, basically live things of the members singing in the background and that sort of stuff. And basically, I'm assuming in between these noise parts that will go on for a certain amount of time, it seems like they've basically mixed or woven in the actual studio songs. So it will kind of be like Tokyo 1 weaves into, say, Slide, and that weaves out to Tokyo 2, and then Tokyo 2 to Trinity Dive, which is the second song, actual song, which then goes on to Tokyo 3. Then from Tokyo 3, you'll get into Hey, which is the last song, and then there'll be Tokyo 4, which is probably going to be the ending, which then sees out the noise. So essentially, if you work it out, the actual 3 songs will be about 15 minutes. But from what I actually read in Trash Up's description and their little article on it, they said about 50 minutes plus will be noise and that sort of stuff. So I'm assuming maybe the songs have like longer intros and outros and that sort of stuff. So like extended, like shoegazy sections and guitar and that sort of stuff. So it's going to be very kind of, here comes an actual song, or is the song still going on, and it will weave in. What was your idea on the noise part, Gary, that you pitched earlier?
I don't know if anyone is aware of the genre. It's technically a genre of music, field recordings. It's basically where someone they take like a
dictaphone or a voice recorder or something like that.
like a kind of high fidelity kind of audio recorder, right? They take it out somewhere into the world. It could be a field, it could be, I don't know, the middle of a city, for example. And they record just like the sounds, right? And then sometimes some people just upload that like unedited or whatever. A lot of people, on the other hand, use the sounds to create like sample packs and things like that. Basically just like creating music from like sounds in the environment.
It would have been quite cool if they had the noise parts with the drone and all that sort of stuff going on, and then maybe like a field recording of Tokyo, different parts of Tokyo in the background. Like that would sound quite cool. But this is all speculation anyway. But they've been working with this guy Hakubune, whatever his name is, and the Tokyo tracks, the noise tracks, do say they're a collaboration between Dots and Hakubune. So expect to hear some form of Dots in there, if that makes sense. So expect to hear the members in there somewhere, with them singing. But they said there's a lot of live stuff from the vocals. Like it said, a lot of it's unedited and raw. So expect to hear. I'm expecting 50 minutes of this to be pretty abrasive if you're not familiar or used to listening to noise music. So for 72 minutes, you're gonna need to strap yourself in, because if it's a CD, you're not gonna be skipping through this one. You're gonna have to listen to it all, unless you got digital.
I did a little looking into Hakubune, and he's actually not a noise musician. He's an ambient musician, like Gary said. And he mostly works in like layered acoustic guitar type stuff.
Okay, so that could be more interesting. We'll have to see. Well, I mean, they said it's noise, so I'm assuming he's doing some sort of noise work with it.
I mean, the translation could be, I don't know the word for ambient and the word for noise in Japanese. So
yeah, we'll have to see. Because obviously,
but
there's been footage of Dots doing noise stuff before on stage, and if I remember, there was a guy with a laptop or whatever when they were doing this noise stuff. So that technically could have been Hakubune, for all we know. They're doing it, like playing back the noise track or whatever he developed for them. And then you remember they had the members holding the microphones and screaming and singing and doing all that random stuff. That's potentially recordings for what could be on the single. So for everyone saying that sampled ambience and acoustic guitar, I wouldn't hold your breath on that, and I would probably just brace yourself for noise.
Japan Noise, possibly.
For Japan Noise,
if
yeah.
anybody's knows what that is.
And 72 minutes at that. So we'll see who's really into what Dots have to offer and their package. I guess. I'm sure a lot of people will pick it up. We'll just to see who's got the stomach to sit through 72 minutes of it for 15 minutes worth of songs that they might actually want to listen to. Just my take on that. I'm sure it's very artistic and everything like that, but it definitely seems like a gimmick, if you get what I mean.
Well, it definitely seems niche for sure.
It's worked.
It's
super worked for them though, because that whole, the first idol to release one 72-minute one track thing, that's gotten them onto a few different news places, some shoegaze places. So they've definitely marketed this quite well, if you know what I mean. 100%.
Yep.
So we'll have to see. Oh, and I forgot to say that they had actually decided that their first ever one man has been decided to be held on the 4th of September, which isn't that far away, and it's going to be at Shibuya WWW. So yeah,
pretty nice venue.
Nice venue as well. So we'll have to see. So I wonder if it's literally just going to be the single.
That'd be interesting, right?
Yeah, 72-minute show with noise and probably them doing stuff in between songs. That could be pretty, them doing their drawing and crazy stuff and throwing stuff about. That's gonna be an experience for people, definitely. Maybe they could probably swap out members mid-song and you'd never know. Just one walks off, the other one walks on with a pair of glasses. You'd never know. Quite interesting.
Unless it was the short-haired one.
Yeah, unless the hair changed, but they should all just cut their hair to the same length as well. That'd be good. Anyway, what was next? Is that the end of our news for?
That is all for the news.
And
got some videos and some previews, and then we're out of here.
We've got some song previews. What song previews? We've got. First up on our song previews, on our only song preview for this week.
It's your favorite new group,
It is
Terry.
another one of my favorite new groups. I've actually liked them since they debuted. When I first heard their stuff on SoundCloud, they're actually really good. It's Shuengo Bupan, back with another pop punk number. The song's got a whole name, but we're just gonna call it Twilight of Sunday because the original bit I didn't translate it very well. It didn't make much sense. So let's just call it Twilight of Sunday. So yeah, go check it out. You guys have listened to it by now, right? What do you guys think?
I really like it. It's pop punk goodness. So if you like pop punk, then you'll definitely like this song.
I've listened to it once today.
That's good enough. That's good enough. But yeah,
thumbs up or thumbs down, John?
There's so much stuff out. It's a thumbs up, actually. Contrary to what I was saying before, I usually do this. I'll rag on something and I'll think about it for a while and I'll be like, on the other hand.
Go check them out. Give them a bit more of a listen. They've got some.
I'd buy
smashes.
it. How about that?
Does anyone know the names of the Shuengen Bupan members? Yeah, from the Twitter, but I can't remember them. I can just remember the little yellow one, but that's it. The little one in the yellow one, that's all I can remember. The other ones I can't remember their name. But if you watch their debut, they all seem quite new to Idol, but singing wise they all seem pretty good. I quite like their kind of very idly style, innocent kind of singing style, kind of choir like. Fits are actually really nice over pop punk, which is quite strange, but I think it really works. Not to mention their songs normally have bits of English in, not like passcode amounts of English, but small amounts just dotted out here and there. And so far, most of their songs have quite catchy choruses as well. So I think, what was your current favourite song from them, Gary? Because I know you've listened to a few.
You've put me on the spot.
Oh, come on, you should know what it is. Do you want me to sing the chorus so you remember what it is?
I'm terrible with names. Tell me.
It's the Bye Bye one.
Yeah, bye.
It's good. Yeah. Goodbye Today. That's pretty good. Or they've got Samurai Thank You, which is also another good song from them.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that one.
Arigato. Yeah,
they made the video. They released a video for that one, kinda. Well, not a proper video.
Kind of, yeah. But that's a really good song. Yeah. Yeah, Shuingen Bupan. Yeah, for some reason on their Twitter they don't have member accounts. They just have them. I don't know if that's because they're young or whether that's just the way they're doing it. I don't know.
Don't want to take risks in case they leave.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
true.
I didn't write them up, did I?
Who knows? No, I
know
don't think you did. I kind of want to because I really like them, but we'll see what's happening anyway. But yeah, if you haven't checked that out, go check that out on their SoundCloud. Just search Shuingen Bupan as it's written, the full name, and it will come up with their channel, and you can actually check out. I think they've got about 4 or 5 tracks on there now, and yeah, it's really good. Go check them out if you like pop punk.
Did somebody we know go see them?
No, I don't think yet.
Yeah,
No?
someone did, I think. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, somebody did.
I don't know if Chris is. Maybe. I'll have to ask, see if someone's seen them, but I really like them, so that's the main thing. But that's pretty much it for song previews, right?
Yeah, so just before we go into talking about the music videos that have come out in the past couple of weeks, I noticed that there's quite a few people actually watching right now, so thanks for that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, drop a subscription because we're doing a giveaway when we hit 200 subscribers.
We are indeed,
We're like
yeah.
8 away, so I'm sure there's at least a couple of you here that can cut that number down.
A good couple of months of, random things and extra CDs and bits and bobs that people, donate us and give us. So we've got plenty of stuff to give away, and we wanted to do like a giveaway bonanza. I'm guessing that means that Jake doesn't want to enter the giveaway.
That's fine, Jake.
That's fine. Okay.
You don't have to enter.
No worries, that's fine.
Yeah, so 8 people. Come on. I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys all have 8 friends between you. Come on. Let's make it happen.
Lol.
So yeah, with that shameless plug out of the way,
We can move
I
on
thought,
to,
why not,
We can move on to this week's videos, and we can just
What a selection.
we can let them rock through quickly. I think we've got enough time to let them rock through and have a quick talk about them. So let's see. So first up, we've got Yanakoto, which is one of my favourite groups as well. But I've got too many favourites, as everyone knows. Back with their new song, or MV, for the song Any, off of their new EP, the Stamp EP, which is their first release since their album Bubble came out a while ago. I was going to say last year, but it wasn't last year.
No, it's definitely this year.
Yeah, definitely this year.
Is that still most people's album of the year so far?
For some people it was.
I feel like a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this is the best album I've heard in a long time." So
It's good. Just because the instrumentals were amazing, vocals are good, like their performance has got some depth to it. I really like it. I really like Yanakoto. I've been bigging them up and chilling for them for quite a while now. So yeah.
it is kind of an acquired taste.
I suppose.
Ever so slightly.
I suppose because a lot of their first songs weren't really upbeat. A lot of it was kind of. I'm not going to say emo. I'm not going to throw out the emo word, but it had a somber feel to the songs. It was very somber, yeah. And a lot of their songs had some. But
this one kicks a little ass, is what this one does.
This is like punky. I like it.
So the first time we see them do something upbeat was Orange, right, from the album.
Yeah.
And I think you really liked Orange, didn't you, Gary? That was kind of your thing from the album.
That was one of my highlights for sure.
And I know a lot of other people like Orange. I think the girls work really well doing the somber stuff. But I quite like them with their, almost quirky.
Got to mix it up
stuff.
a bit sometime. You can't all be passcode, man.
Yeah. We're gonna fire that shot and move on quickly, but yeah, pretty much. So
it's all right. I'm loading up another one for later.
So yeah, really feeling the video. I'm liking the moving shots. Their new outfits.
It's really well shot, this video.
New outfits, really nice. I'm liking them with the royal blue.
Rated the BiSH costume department for those outfits.
Yeah, just actually made them better. Like they look like BiSH outfits that are actually intended to be danced in, I suppose, as opposed to something else. Yeah, you can get it near enough.
Yeah.
That album's available like all over the place.
There's so much stuff on Spotify I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy when you think about it.
Do you remember when I was laughing at people using like a Deezer and stuff like that because I'd never heard of it, and then I couldn't find something on iTunes. I was like, there's no way Deezer would have it. Search Deezer had it. I was like, well, there goes my opinion for Deezer. You'll probably find it on there.
Back in my day, you didn't have any of this stuff on iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud and all this nonsense.
You just blindly ordered it online and hoped that it would eventually arrive to your
No,
house.
we pirated everything like real men.
Jesus.
Arr.
Indeed.
Now,
Yeah,
you know,
I really like this. I
Yeah.
need to listen to the rest of this E EP.
this particular video, though,
Yeah.
I mean, it's shot really well.
The color
but
grading's really nice.
I prefer the style of the Lily video myself.
Really?
Well, it had a lot more like movement in it.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't.
I mean, this has got movement in it, but Lily, you know, it had like all the running stuff and.
I actually prefer this to Lily, crazy enough. Lily, Jesus, I'm getting too Japanese for my own good. But yeah, pretty much. But if you want to go check out the MV, there is in the top right hand corner for everyone. If you look in the top right hand corner of the stream, if you're on your computer you can. If you're on your phone you're a bit stuck, unfortunately. But in the top right hand you can actually click and it will say MV list. Did you do it, Gary? It's there, right? Oh, everyone's disappeared on me.
Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there,
You
yeah?
still,
So-
you still haven't changed the slide to get rid of the white bar at the top that makes it invisible, but yeah, it's there.
One day I'll get there. But yeah, if you click on that, it basically gives you all of the MVs from today's thing, and you can go and check them out in your own pace, because obviously we don't have any audio, because obviously otherwise YouTube will give us the ban hammer. But yeah, we'll move on anyway. Yanamute's awesome. Go check it out. New EP is really good. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. You've got a whole album and an EP and an EP to check out, so it's a great time to go and check out them.
Maybe I'll review the EP.
There's two other early singles too. If you can, well, the one Ceiling EP you can buy at Tower.
Yeah.
8 centimeter. Good luck.
I said we had loads of videos, but we've actually got nothing to show for this one. But we
What?
do.
Oh
What?
my god.
Oh, Jesus.
You just
Dead.
realised what video is coming up, yeah?
Dead.
Yeah. Nice. Homicidals is bailing on us so we can go and watch the Yanamute video again. But anyway, up next we've got the new MV from BiSH for their song Nothing from their Giant Killers EP, which is pretty cool. It's kind of your standard B-roll, and I think it's got footage from the Revolutions tour finale. From the what tour? Can't remember the tour now. Mind is blank.
Uh-huh.
It was the
it's the Makuhari
Messe one, right? Yeah,
final.
That was the one. Yeah. It's fairly interesting. You've got a lot of live footage, and you've also got
Yeah, Never Mind Reloaded. That's the
Never Mind Reloaded. That's the one. And you've also got some a bit of audition footage from Ayuni D before she even got into the group. There's also a bit of behind the scenes footage that you might not see normally. It's interesting. It's interesting if you want to go and watch this in your spare time. The song's good. I like the song. Some people said that, what did they say? It was similar to Orchestra and Promise the Star.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's within the style. I mean, I still like the song. I think it holds its own. Some people said it's just a rinse and repeat of that style, but music is music. It's good. But I like it. I like the where else are we going to see this footage? Maybe in the fan club, but unfortunately we're probably not going to see that because we're not part of it. So yeah, if you want to see this backgroundy type footage with something nice to listen to, I'm fine with this. BiSH can't always put out their blockbuster MVs. I suppose they've got to do something a bit more.
It does kind of make you wonder what other footage they have.
I reckon they have some crazy footage of all sorts of shenanigans they get up to. It's just a case of how they're going to make us pay for it to watch it. That's pretty much what it is.
That is true.
Pretty much.
What do you think of the song, though?
I like the song.
Really?
I like the song. I mean, I can't remember how I rated it on Giant Killers. I think I made it 4th, maybe. I was more up for the quick ones. I'm not really a ballad guy myself normally. Someone said, why are they crying at the end of the video? Probably because they just played the biggest show of their life. Probably quite emotional, I assume.
Yeah,
anyway.
probably, I'd imagine.
I mean, how many people was Makuhari Messi?
7,000.
7,000? That's pretty big.
Yeah,
how much was the
big
amphitheater
show.
one that they did for the Less Than Sex? That was 3,000, wasn't it?
3,000, yeah.
3,000,
3.
so yeah, double and a bit. Like 7,000's a lot for these girls, isn't it? They probably
And
never
it's sold
thought,
out.
and it's sold out. They're probably never thinking that they'd ever play something. I mean, there's footage of them standing like in the thing, kind of looking up at the stage, essentially going like, "Holy fuck, we're gonna be on that in like a day or two, or that day probably." So that's pretty crazy.
Probably a little overwhelming.
There's a lot of footage of like Ayuni before, you know, she was up to speed, kind of like watching them performing before she was with the group, kind of thinking, oh god, how am I ever going to get to this? And some of the clips I'd actually seen from the Makuhara Messi thing, you know, when everyone gets their phone flashlights out and it lights up, it's pretty crazy. It's from the footage I've seen from the live thing, like there's parts in the songs where like Aina can just about sing, she's crying, and then Ling Ling's setting them all off. So yeah, they're girls, man, like they cry. That's what happens.
Japanese girls do it a lot, apparently.
Yeah, but anyway,
It seems.
we'll move on from that to something else, which is also blue tinted but different. And we've been waiting for this for a while, and we expected it coming, and it's here, and it's good. It's damn good. From how outfits should be done to how outfits maybe shouldn't be done, but I kind of like them now. I'm getting used to them. They still look good.
Really, because you were super torqued off at these
I was
things.
like, what the fuck is this? But after a while, I like them now. I'm fine with it. Do you know what it was? It's the extra hangy bits. It's like, I always think like extra flaily bits are weird. But you know what? Tsuzura flail about all over the place, so it kind of makes sense that they have things that kind of, you know, go with them while they twirl. It's quite cool. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but it's the same studio that Zen Kimi used for Hominina, the Hominina single, I'm assuming, but it looks exactly the same. And I think Milk Boy also uses this same place to record a lot of her music videos.
It's probably in Kodomo Mental's basement.
It's probably Kodomo Mental's like HQ, yeah, pretty much, considering they're like a video production company, their management and label, so it makes sense. But how you guys feeling about this one?
The song or the video? Or both? I like
Both.
I like it all. I like it all. Who wouldn't, really? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Maybe Passcode could do some songs in this style.
Ouch.
You know, just like freshen things up a little bit.
You mean? Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that, you know, they had the synth line in this one that was really prominent, but it also wasn't like muddled. They kind of had the synth and then it went away, and you know, the girls can all in Surezure, they sing. If they sound bad, they sound bad, but they sing. And what people were saying about the mullet for Komachi, I totally agree. She probably get rid of the rat tail at the back.
That's more than a rat tail, dude.
It's
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a Hime mallet. Yeah,
It's a
that's what it
Hime
is.
mallet. Hime mullet. It's gonna be the new idol trend if we
You know, like the
Well, you know,
Hime cat.
if we don't stop
You know
it
what,
now, it's gonna catch on.
You know what I like about this song?
What'd you like?
Is they all get to showcase their harsh vocals a bit.
Oh
Okay.
hell yeah! I noticed in the comments on the video, everyone's like, "I love Shadari's scream. It's getting so good." And I was like, "You do realize that all of them scream, right? Like all of them." Like, so I think some people still think that like Shadari does 90% of the stuff, but if you watch any of the live footage, like Suya, Kokoko, and Komachi, they hold their own on the harsh vocals, definitely. Especially Kokoko has come along a long way from her not being able to do anything to now being able to scream. Suya could. She actually sounds pretty monstrous, but she was like super shy and wouldn't do it. Now she's like pretty up there. Like on the EP, she had some good lines. Komachi can be a bit low in the mix sometimes when she screams. I don't know if maybe she doesn't use as much, you know, I don't know, air or power or whatever when she does her harsh vocals. Or I think one time her mic just plain wasn't working. She kind of like shouted at it a few times, looked at it, banged it, and then she chucked it away and went and got another one. On one of the live videos that I see, I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and it's a pretty equal split on this song of all of them.
Oh yeah, they're all doing their
That's
bits and
good,
bobs.
right?
It's perfect. It means that, you know, not one person's getting all the limelight, but also not one person's taking on all the you know, the harsh vocal things. You know, in other words, you're not wearing out one person.
No, they'll definitely last a lot longer.
Definitely.
And of course, the video is great.
And
It looks so good. They always do.
we're suspecting that the band in the background is the same band that Zen Kimi used.
Well, it's the Kodomo Mental
In-house
house band,
Kodomo
isn't it?
band, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What? Gouch?
Gooch?
Gauche.
Gauche.
Gauche?
Yeah, Gauche.
I don't know what that was. Gauche?
Yeah, pretty much Gauche. Yeah.
Yeah, Gauche.
Gauche. Ali à la gauche. Tony à droite. Tony
Am I
à
the only
gauche.
cultured one around here? Jeez.
Yes, you are.
Gooch.
It's all about Scottish culture.
It's
Yeah.
it's Gauche, but oh gosh, well, we don't know, but yeah. I've never heard anyone actually say it like in person. So I don't
Yeah, it's
know.
French.
I know it's Tony à droite, Tony à gauche. I know what. But,
Do you know what would be cool? See this fan club that we're all paying for?
yeah,
Be pretty cool if they uploaded a video with some like behind the scenes stuff.
That's
from
the- that's-
filming of this video.
that's
You know,
the only
just an
thing that I'm
idea
really
if there's
hoping.
anyone out there listening that could make that happen.
any
you know?
Kodomo spies or anything like that, or
Anyone,
You know what?
really.
You know what's getting tired?
Homie's got links. Come on, homie, give them advice. Give them advice.
Yeah, because I'm actually starting to get a little tired of. Well, they've started on to the next tour now, haven't they? With their videos, they ran out of stuff from the last tour final. They've just moved to the next stop on the next tour.
Pretty much.
Here's some more live stuff from something. You know,
That
Can we have
was from the
something else.
That was from the free live in www on the fan club. But that live's actually really interesting because you can kind of see the evolution in them all doing the vocals. They got the backing band. You also get to see them. You also get to see their intro ritual, which is when they do the suicide notes and they give them out to fans and everyone rips them up and throws them, and they've all got the bandanas on. It's the first time I've got to see it actually on footage.
Oh, the whole opening part.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with the fan club. It's not that expensive. It's okay. It gives me a couple of videos a week to watch and comment on and that sort of stuff. I'm fine with it. I just hope that later on it opens up into maybe you can order some merch maybe from them. Like you can get internationally shipped merch like.
Like you can't
bandana
even reserve tickets for shows.
or a ticket reserve. Yeah.
Like that seems like it'd be pretty straightforward. Just a translated version of the contact form they have on the website.
I'm
Come
surprised there's not a Japanese version of the Tsuzura fan club. Clan club, Jesus Christ.
That is weird, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That there's an English version of the fan club, but no Japanese fan club.
Well, it's probably because the Japanese don't need to watch live footage because they can just roll there like every other day and go and see them. So they have no reason to watch. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with watching. I can get my YouTube water on and cheer for them while I'm chilling on my break. That's fine. But anyway, we spoke about Tsuzura for too long. The song's awesome. The new single's probably going to be epic. Hopefully they bring out some new stuff. That's going to be pretty cool. What we got next? Dots.
Got more dots, bro.
More dots. So we're back with dots. So
Hey,
we've
Maniac,
got
we got
Slide.
what's funny is we've basically like missed the point of dots completely because there's no music. and the video is basically just like B-roll footage of like water splashes and
Some
clouds,
dank clouds.
Some dank clouds, yeah. So and some feet. I see some feet. Maybe they've spliced in a bit of footage. So I just got the joint. Missed the point of dots. I get it. The point. It's good. But yeah.
I feel like I'm probably the only person out of the three of us that likes this kind of
I
music.
like this song though. That's the thing. I like this song. I'm not a big shoegaze guy. I've just never really been
It's
into
not
it.
shoegaze.
Is it not? I don't know
This
what it is.
Dream
then.
pop.
Yeah, this is a dream pop.
Is it? I don't know.
Different things.
It's alright. It's alright. It's just.
This song's okay. I won't
It's
be
okay.
buying any of their stuff though.
It's not the best dream pop I've ever heard,
I
but it's pretty good.
I feel like people are jumping on the Dots bandwagon like super heavy. I
can see people feeling the same about this song as I feel about most ballads.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to enjoy it too much.
No. But the thing is, this is one of the songs on the single.
Indeed it is.
So you can sit through 50 minutes of noise to get to a song that you might not quite like.
This video is really trippy though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if you were baked or whatever.
If you took some psychedelics, I bet this is amazing.
I'm sure if I had a bit of Sambuca and came back and watched this, I might be alright. But we know what happens when I have Sambuca, hence why I don't drink before the podcast anymore. But yeah, I would let this play out, but I have a feeling that this is basically just going to repeat itself over and over and over again. of clouds.
It kind of does, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a loop going on or something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. It's alright. It's a cheaply made video, but it showcases what they're about, which is this whole kind of very vague aesthetic, and then the music. They're letting the music speak for itself. I can respect that. It's just not something I'm into, but I'm not gonna knock it.
It's okay, guys. I was the only one that liked Gang Parade for a long time, so I'll work away at this. I'll chip away at your resistance.
I think it's gonna take.
I can stop liking Gang Parade and give away all my stuff.
It's gonna take a long period of time for me to come around to this, unfortunately.
Oh my God.
But never mind.
They just don't. They just don't check any of my boxes.
Can move on to something that you would.
Yeah, dots aren't metal enough. I'm like this.
They're not heavy enough, dude.
Speaking of metal, we do have an alloy, so we can do that. And I actually don't have alloy written. The slide just has the video. There's no alloy. It's disappeared.
Oh,
I don't know what's working about that. But yeah, it's alloy. For any of you.
Propeller.
Yep, and the song's called Propeller.
Aren't they made of? No, they're not. They're made of carbon fiber. They're not made of alloy, right?
No idea. But yeah, I quite like the production values are a lot higher than I was expecting.
This is a John group, right?
I don't know.
Kind
is
of.
this a hashtag John's Girls?
No,
I don't think it is.
They're too old. They're too old. They've been around too long.
Well, qualify that. Qualify that, please.
They've been around too long.
Yeah.
As a group.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're not saying you like them because they're developed now, is that?
Let's move swiftly on.
Ooh, that was a documentary and a half, wasn't it? Pretty much. But yeah, how you guys feeling about this one?
No, I like it. I like the song. I like Alloy just fine.
The scientist with the glasses on makes me chuckle whenever he pops up.
The whole point of the video is that the scientist guy has made a group of dancing robots, I guess.
I assume so, right? I was kind of trying to figure it out.
I think that's the concept.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
He's doing like various tests and stuff.
Yeah. Propeller, I guess.
The
group's name is Alloy. That's
Alloy.
Yeah, I kind of messed.
Oh yeah, there's no text.
There's no text. I kind of messed up on that one. So for anyone who's watching this back later on,
watch the VOD. It'll be in there.
Yeah, it'll be on the VOD. Don't worry. Or will it? It probably won't be.
Better be.
I'm not editing it. I'm recording. It's fine. We'll just upload it. It's fine. The tests seem to be entirely based around their resistance to thrown scraps of paper.
Hey man, those live shows can get rowdy.
Yeah. Homicidal saying if they could take the petty power thing and make it work, good for them. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Funny enough, didn't they have a petty power member in the group originally that then left?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Was it Nozomi? I'm sure it was Nozomi. I'm sure.
Was she the one with the blue hair, or was that a later edition that also?
No,
left?
that was the one with the lighter hair. I'm sure she's gone. I'm sure she was in the group and then she left. But yeah, there used to be someone from Petty Pie in the group and then they're gone. And then someone else left, didn't they? Like, Alloy kind of did really well and then had like a rough string of people coming and going, and now they seem to be quite happy as a trio. And they seem to be doing pretty well. They seem to be like periscoping lives, like in-store lives, and they seem to be, didn't they have 2 MVs? They said they had 2 MVs, but only one that they released like properly or something like that. They had like a short thing as well that was like up on Twitter. Something like that anyway, but yeah, Allo are doing really well as well. So they also have a lot of their songs on the SoundCloud, which do they have? Yeah. I think they have Propeller on there. And they have some
I believe it is.
Well. Yeah. It was like a split single, wasn't it? Like with 2 songs. Propeller and something else.
If you like punky idol rock type stuff, your Alloys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
that's a good description.
It's like very like straight idol rock, but it's good. And their outfit is actually really nice as well. I like the royal blue and red, sort of like clarity type color outfits. They're really well designed. Look nice in motion. Thumbs up from me on the design on that one.
Yeah, they are good. I like them better than the ones I had before, which were the same color, but I just like the
very regal
look of these better.
Regal. I like it. It's nice. But yeah, there you go. There you got 5 things to go and check out. You got the playlist in the top right hand corner. So anyone who's new to any of these groups and wants to go check them out, go check them out. Give them a Google for their SoundClouds. You'll find tons of stuff on there from a lot of these groups. So yeah, that's pretty much wraps us up for today's stuff, which works out just about on time because that gives us 5 minutes to
we did pretty good.
To is anything
Packed show, lots to catch up on. I think we did a pretty decent job.
Considering it's been
we also cut a lot of stuff out, so
we cut a few smaller things from last week that, I think they've been posted. If you're not a part of the Alternative Idol Facebook group, go there because a lot of the stuff you see from us will be posted from various news sources, like John straight from Japan, who does his daily idol news and that sort of stuff. So if you want to keep up to date, 2 best people to normally follow is either going to be John from Straight from Japan or Mr. Maniac from homicidals.com. It is definitely homicidals.com, I think, but yeah.
It is homicidals.com.
That's your best place to go check out. But if reviews are more of your thing, then you want to be speaking to Gary. Is there anything recently you put out?
Yeah, so if you guys haven't already, check out my website, idolishit.com. Don't worry about the name of the website. I'm not just like trashing everything. There's some people say, oh, why don't you write about stuff you like more? And it's like, well, I
want to go in everything.
Wanting to like stuff. Yeah. It's just I'm honest, Yeah. This past week I put out a review of Passcode's new album Zenith. And, well, I think it was a pretty fair and balanced review, personally. If you're a massive Passcode fan, you might disagree, but then I'm not going to give away the whole thing.
If you're already drinking the Kool-Aid a bit too heavily, you might be, You'll
probably just think I'm an idiot and move on with your day.
Yeah,
so
but
it's all good.
If you're a bit more free-thinking and don't mind a bit of critical thought towards things that we love, then yeah, jump in with Idolish Shit for reviews.
Yeah, so idolishshit.com, that's where all the articles get posted. At Idolish Shit on Twitter. I try and tweet sometimes. I don't know. I don't really tweet much. At the very least, you'll get like a tweet whenever a new article goes up. So that's something.
Question in chat: is there any other group like Passcode without so much auto-tune or vocoder? Yep, you've got Wagamama Rekia.
Sure.
I would say they're pretty good. Wagamama Rekia.
Surezure, kind of.
Wagamama Rekia. Who's the other ones? Weijin.
Oh yeah, Weijin. They do have vocal effects.
Surezure every so often.
Surezure occasionally. That's not actually their name. It's Yukuetsurezure. But yeah.
Or not secured loose ends.
Not secured loose ends if you want to find that.
Can I finish my plug?
Sorry, Con.
Yeah, so this coming week, which will be Wednesday if you're watching the VOD, I think I'm going to put my Mason Boot Girl review out, because a lot of people wanted that, and then I did the Watanabe thing and gave them the thing they wanted the least. So. Yeah, so Mason Boot Girl 412, that's probably coming out this week. Either that or it'll be Gang Parade Beyond the Mountain. I have both just sitting there kind of chilling, so...
I think everyone voted for Gang Parade, so I'm expecting
to
see Mason Boot Girl.
It was close between the two.
We'll see.
So that's it for me.
And that's pretty much it from me. If you're not already a member of the Facebook Alternative
John
Idol
just
group,
doesn't get anything.
Yeah, he'll be. He can say his bit. Then go.
Yeah, I'll be on in a second.
Go check
way out of order.
Out on the Facebook group. Go check out Alternative Idol. We've got TIFF footage in there at the moment. You'll see all the daily posts from John as well as Gary's reviews.
TIFF, yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. But yeah, go check it out.
There's no report.
Plenty of stuff. Well, it's not us, not our footage. It's fine. It's someone else's footage. You can go.
Yeah, I mean, we're not responsible for links,
Yeah. It's nothing to do with us. It's fine. And if John wants to lead us out with anything.
Straight from Japan, Japan.com is where I keep my stuff. Been a little bit of a slacker lately, but I've been doing some other things, real life, important things.
Just living the high life in his Scarface mansion in San Francisco.
It's LA, thank you.
Or is it LA? Sorry, man. I don't. Geographical
Same
locations
it's
are
all
not
the
my
same
thing.
to us,
Yeah.
man.
Anyway, I just do, general idle news stuff. It usually shows up on in the Facebook group, so, or you could just look at my page if you like. It's there.
That's pretty much everything from them and everything from me. Just want to thank everyone for joining us this week. A record amount of people actually currently still watching while we shill ourselves at the end, which I'm very surprised. So thanks for everyone joining us. If one of you two could bang a link for the Facebook group in the thing, that'd be fantastic. Just want to thank everyone for joining us. We do an on-demand video on Monday, which is basically today's recording, slightly a bit edited and cleaned up if anything too crazy or technical happens, like Aloe maybe actually having text on his video, and that's normally out on Monday around about lunchtime, British time anyway, so say 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. You'll find it on a Monday. We also have some other stuff coming up soon. We've got some in brackets.
As soon as we find the time.
Yeah, to get stuff done. But let's just say
we do indeed record every Saturday. Well, most Saturdays. It's always a Saturday, so.
It's always a Saturday, and it's always 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Well, GMT or BST, depending on what we're running
10
on.
o'clock in the UK, so that's like 5 on the East Coast of America. 2 on the West Coast. If you're in Japan, it's like...
I think it's 6 a.m. in Japan.
Yeah,
it's like
something
6
crazy.
a.m. in Japan.
Yeah, so we're sorry, it's a bit difficult for certain people to tune into us. But if you're everyone who actually does tune in, especially the European guys, who this can be like...
This is literally the only time we can do it, so...
Yeah. So thanks for everyone joining us at the awkward hour and sitting around to, talk about this niche thing, which is alternative idols with us. We really appreciate it. And for anyone new... there'll be lots more coming, so keep an eye out, and make sure you get subscribed for that giveaway, because I'm guessing a lot of you probably missed the first one, which was some Zenkimi stuff that went really well. So you'll see us on the next one.
Yeah, there was some good stuff on that.
Be some good stuff in this one too.
Absolutely.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks to everyone, and we'll see you all again next week, as long as there's enough happening. Catch you all later. To the next one.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Bye.